An incredible local connection to share tonight. Pope Leo's brother, believe it or not, lives in New Lenox. Growing up, the family even lived in Dolton for a few years. NBC5's JC Navarrete joining us now live tonight with what we're learning about the pontiff's childhood growing up in the suburbs. JC?
Alice and Stefan, it has been a fun day, and we have been covering so much ground, just learning the origins here of our new Pope, Leo the 14th. We have been tracing his connections in high school, his friends, his family, as you mentioned, his brother. You also mentioned the Dolton connection. That is where we are right now, right outside his very first church, St. Mary of the Assumption here. We've just been tracing places and faces here that, of course, shaped our Pope before he was the Pope.
It's totally unreal, totally surreal.
A brother's joy and love on full display. John Prevost can't stop smiling today, like many in the Windy City.
I said, did you watch the movie Conclave so you know how to behave? And he had just finished watching the movie Conclave.
The first American Pope in the church's history just happens to have ties to the Windy City. He's the baby of the family, an avid fan of Wordle, and works with friends. He knew his calling at a very young age.
I think he knew it by first grade, that he was going to be a priest.
Naturally, we all wanted to know, as any Chicagoan would, is he a Sox fan or a Cubs fan?
Whoever said Cubs on the radio got it wrong. It's Sox. And he never grew up in South Holland. It was Dolton.
All right, so we've set the record straight. Mom was a North Sider, and she was a Cubs fan, but you'd been more likely to run into the Holy Pontiff at 35th and Shield than at Wrigley. And those Dolton ties, they're still here. His first parish, St. Mary of the Assumption, the place where the Pope first went to Mass.
Whatever plans we thought we had have all been changed.
Joe Hall bought the church in an auction 3 years ago. Built in 1956, the church is still standing, but it's seen some better days. But for those who came to the Pope's humble beginnings, none of that matters.
There's a stained glass window with St. Peter's over there, so I just thought, what did he imagine as a child, looking at that window?
A small building here that once saw a young man walk through its halls is now linked to the historic Pope.
I'm overwhelmed. It's a sacred building. I just hope it brings Catholics home.
And of course, life for him will never be the same. He was actually scheduled to be in New Lenox visiting family in August. Those plans, of course, have now been scrapped. As a matter of fact, his brother's now booking a flight to Italy tomorrow to be with his brother. And funny enough, he still gets his brother's mail in New Lenox. I'm pretty sure the Pope is going to have to put a change of address there so he can start getting his mail in the Vatican. It's just an unbelievable story. We are barely scratching the surface, guys.
We are loving getting a chance to meet his family.
Still trying to process it all. It's amazing. All right. Thank you so much, JC.